Hi, everybody. How are you? Yes, while we're waiting for everybody, let me play our adverts.
The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. We need to remember. One child and one teacher can change the world. That is why the only citadel of learning where you can enroll your child or ward so as to
Please help us to share.
future is
Happy Sunday.
Hampton College is a dynamic
Hampton
progressive
College
institution that provides a broad range of comprehensive
help us to share.
education at affordable cost to all children, irrespective of social class.
Ekason, Ekaro, Ekaleo, everyone. Harry Crown, Wajo. Oh, you're welcome, ma. You're welcome. Yeah. I just get with beautiful teeth. Beautiful set of teeth. Teeth someone bully. Tell them it's beautiful. It's so cute. Yeah, help us to share now, please. Yeah, this is Hampton College. Is in Ikorodu. Yes. We'll still talk about the school. But while we're waiting, that's why I'm just playing this. Please help us to share. At Hampton College today, which is situated at 3/5 Almighty God Event Street, Parkview Estate, GNT, Lagos State, Nigeria. Is in Kurudu. Please call us on 091-213-34027, or you can visit our Facebook page, which is Hampton College, or you can mail us via. I can, yes, so beautiful, Alaja. You're welcome. Happy New Month. Yeah. Happy New Month. Happy New Month. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Your life with Ajoke, prevailing issues with Ajoke. I'm still your beautiful host. Yes. How are you? Happy New Month. Yes. And happy Independence Day to Nigeria. Of course, we are 63 today. Yeah. Happy Independence Day. Happy New Month. I pray that this month will be better, greater in everything we do. The Lord will see us through in Jesus' name. Yes, you're all welcome. Hey, share now. It's about Mohbad. Yes, of course, we're still talking about Mohbad. Is the trending thing, is the in thing, is the prevailing issue at the moment. Yes, because of the fact that, a lot of controversies are into his death, a lot of controversies over his corpse, a lot of controversies over his family. So we need to talk about it. It's been brought to my attention again that Mohbad's dad granted an interview. Do we speak Yoruba or English or both? Yes. One Mohbad's dad, they Oloshe interview, want to grant another interview with Punch newspaper this time around. And I was like, wow, another interview with all the things that has been going on. And interview Punch newspaper. Of course, we've been hearing this rumor, the issue of DNA test that we have been contesting, that we have no right as general public to ask for DNA test. But a lot of people have said, because this is the public figure, that people can still ask for it because of the fact of the circumstances surrounding his death, which people are pointing fingers to his wife, his family members, because of the way this guy was already buried. That's why they are pointing fingers to the family. They have said, why don't you investigate the family? Which I know the police, they said they are doing their own. They are doing their job there. We can't teach them the job. So fingers are being pointed to the wife now, because they said the wife was even in the van that day. I didn't know that the wife was even there at all in the first place. They said she was there. I cannot confirm that. I cannot authenticate it because I've not seen her, being shown in that van. But they said she was there. Now, they are pointing fingers to her. They said that was why they are asking that, they are even doubting the paternity of her child because she was close to the Malians. Now, we know our Auntie Kem, she has, anyway, Auntie Kem ti lọ apologize fún Ìyábọ̀. Ó sáré lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni, wàláì, ó dọ̀bálẹ̀ bẹ̀bẹ̀ pàápàá ni, ó bẹ̀bẹ̀ báyà, Ìyábọ̀ ṣàánú mi, Ìyábọ̀ má tún bá tèmi jẹ́, mo mọ̀ pé tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bá bá mi, má gba green uniform yẹn padà ní àti Kẹ́mi ti lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ because ó ń parọ́, ó ní Ìyábọ̀ ní gist lover àti Tonto Dike. Gbogbo trash tí àǹtí Kẹ́mi tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn náà, anyway tí wọ́n yẹn wọ́n máa wà alright. She has gone to beg Ìyábọ̀ apologized to her and all that, but that's not it. But she has really sold false information to the whole world. Even though if she apologized or she doesn't apologize, that doesn't really mean anything. She has not apologized on that particular issue of DNA test that she said she has. Kò tí apologize lórí ìyẹn o. Ìyábọ̀ ló kàn lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún because she knows Ìyábọ̀ will finish her. Anyway, that's that. But the truth has been established that she doesn't have any DNA test and yẹn pa phone nínú irọ́. And ẹ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n náà Aunty Kẹ́mi wá náà Aunty Kẹ́mi. Ẹ tún purọ́ pé ẹ ti wà ní America, ẹ ti padà sí America. Kẹ́mi cannot enter America again. She was deported. Ó máa ń parọ́. Kẹ́mi ò lè lọ sí America mọ́. Ó tún parọ́ pé wọ́n employ òun different countries ló máa ń lọ sìn, but you know she's back to America, she's based in America. Is a lie. Aunty Kẹ́mi máa ń pa phone nínú irọ́. So irọ́ tó tún pa fún Ìyábọ̀ lánàá nìyẹn that gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀ ti sú mi, I've been going off and down. Anyway, and seeing it's been established that she doesn't have any DNA test results and she had lied to the whole world. So many gullible people followed her and believed all she said. So that's very unfortunate because she has caused a lot of havoc for that family concerning the results she says she has. So ìyẹn lásán ó ti bà nǹkan jẹ́, ó ti jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kọ́kọ́ hate Wunmi with that pé look àṣàṣẹ́wó ni ẹ́. She called her unprintable names, sorry. She was a groupie in Marley's home that they do, they sleep with them just like that. But I see that as very damaging for the future of that young boy, the 5-month-old baby. It's not good for him to grow up and read all these things about his mother. This is how they pushed the dad to death. The same thing they are doing to that boy, because you don't know what you're doing by all that information you're selling out. That's for Aunty Kemi and others. A lot of people know that it's big in here, and because of that fact, because of all the things they have said, everybody is now asking for the DNA test of the baby. They brought out some conversation between Mohbad and his wife that, he was saying, and like I said, husband and wife do fight, but apart from that, they have said there were cases of infidelity between them. Ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run, ọkọ àti ìyàwó mélòó ló ń sọ tí wọ́n jáde? Nítorí pé lè jẹ́ public figure, you guys are just pushing things far. These things you're pushing too far and dipping too much into somebody's private life. Between husband and wife, they do have their issues, which I believe that it's not in our own place to ask questions about the paternity of a child. Now that Baba has granted an interview, that's where I'm going now. Does it mean that Baba has his reservation for the Wunmi in question? That's Pibuya, she's not Omogidi right from the onset? Or does it mean that because of the fact that Baba feels that Wunmi was in charge of his son's properties and cash and all that, is it because of that the jealousy came in? Baba feeling that he was the one that suffered for this guy? Bokilo tu ashele, ngbati ọmọ olówó tán ìyá ẹ̀ ló mọ̀ àti ìyàwó àti family ìyàwó. Could it be that, or it's just that he's always had a reservation for the girl? Now, all along that we have been talking about DNA tests, the clamor for DNA tests from general public, we have said that what is our business? It's only the father, Mohbad's father or mother, that can ask for it. That's the family, if they are doubting the paternity of that child. Now that Baba has gone out to grant an interview with Punch newspaper, If not for the fact that it's Punch newspaper, I might have just, waved it aside, like it's one of those interviews that people just bring out. But this one is from Punch newspaper, and I was surprised when somebody sent it to me this afternoon that, the same Wunmi that you are fighting for and saying things, that they are so concerned about her because of the fact that Baba himself has granted an interview. And I said, oh, okay, can you share the interview with me? And she shared it, and I went to Punch newspaper, and then I can read it to the whole world. Let's hear. Joseph Aloba, that's Baba Mohbad, the father of Ilerioluwa Aloba, aka Mohbad, has disclosed how the late singer met his wife, Wunmi, at Marley's Million Music label. We have been Eshilo Kufunke, happy Independence Day, you're welcome. We have been talking about how they met. The story we heard was that they've been together for 10 years before they got married. We saw their picture together. We work on evidence. Facts. We saw their picture together when they were very, very young. At least like age, we are 16, 15, 17, 18, two of them, together. So we saw them together, and we believe that they've been together for 10 years. And that's what the sister-in-law said, that they've been together for years before they got married. Baba is now telling the whole world. Now, first and foremost, my reservation about Baba. We have been talking about Baba coming out all the time to grant interview at this point. We have faulted him in so many ways because of the way he spoke, and then his wife at home. The way that one would just put her mouth in what does not concern her. This is the same woman, I'm sure, that pushed Mohbad to where he is today. May God forgive us all. Because if you have shown Mohbad, that stepmom, if she has shown Mohbad so much love, I swear to God, Mohbad will not start looking for his mother if truly the mother abandoned him. But because he never got that love from that same mother, that same stepmother, immediately he made it. The first thing he lacked was motherly care. So he went to look for his mother. But if she had been there for Mohbad, that same woman that they said, Olama Molori, if she had been there for Mohbad, I'm sure Mohbad would not go and start looking for his mother. So he wanted that motherly love that he lacked. That was why he was able to quickly embrace his mom when she came back. Now, moving forward, the same father that was there when the wife was, when anytime they are interviewing that man, you will hear her voice. She will be going forward, backward, and, disturbing the interview. Now, Baba granted this interview now and made us understand that they never had anything together as young boy and girl when they were in Ikorodu together. That it was when Mohbad went to Malians that he met Wunmi again there. Remember, they've known each other for years, according to that again now, that when they knew each other as students in secondary school or whatever, there was nothing between them. That they were both in secondary school and they had no relationship. I wonder how dad knows about that so much. Boyo mo etin dobu ni ejinye mi mo bi baba she bo be pe boya ko ti bere si ndohun mi gbogbo period. He said clearly that you guys are not, commenting. Please let me just know that I'm speaking to people. Can you please comment? Just say hi, happy independence. Hi, fine girl. Hi, baby. Let me know now that you're here. Now, Baba granted this interview now and confirmed to us that they knew each other as young girl and boy, but there was no relationship. So denying the fact, thank you, Harry Crown Jerry, thank you, denying the fact that the sister has said they have been dating since secondary school. Now going forward, Eshilo Kufunke, I love you. Going forward, Baba said they met again in Marley's house, meaning that establishing the fact of what Kemi said earlier on, that it was Marley's home. Now, he said, however, before they reconnected, there was no string attached between them. When he got to pàdé lọ́dọ̀ Naira Marley, pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó pa wọ́n pọ̀ pé a bára wa sùn or a bára wa sùn. There was no relationship between them. Baba said, Wunmi is said to have given birth to Wunmi is said to have given birth to Liam, son of the deceased. Clarifying this through the song, Rachel Endlessly, you're welcome, ma'am. Clarifying this through the song, this same song, Kumajen's song, people has brought my attention to it, that I should listen to the lyrics of the song. Like I said, and I believe, most of these songs, you're welcome, Christy Oluyemisi Oladeji. Most of these songs that these writers write, most of them are fictions. They are not real. The ones that are real, you will see that these people will name the person. Like when he sang about how his father sent him to uni, people have said yes, but we believed when he sang that his father sent him to the poly. Of course, because I want you not to testify, we will believe that. They said we believed when he said yes, the mom left him for 10 years. Of course, it's been established. We saw somebody coming out live to say that, yes, she was not there. And the father too had said it. Do you understand? For this particular song that people said I should go and listen to the lyrics, he talked about how he met a girl, and, you know, it was referring to that girl as Olosho Kumajensun, Pemi Kumajensun, and all that. And people are now saying I should listen to the lyrics of Marita turned to Maria and Oma Bijesu and all that. That he was referring to his child. Come on. Come on. It's common sense. This guy loved his child. We are seeing videos going up and down now where we saw him backing the baby. We saw how he was always with the baby. And we saw how happy he was when he had that baby all through his lifetime. I am not saying Wunmi did not date somebody else or there was a case of infidelity between them. That is not, I'm not in the position to say that, to condemn any woman. Because I don't know what the story was. Just like no one has the right to want to dive into my affairs about how or what I do with my marriage. Now, going forward now, people said that song was meant for him. And this is the same song they are saying in this interview. They said, clarifying this through the song Kumajensun, which Mohbad sang in 2020. Aloba spoke of lyrics. Naira lo gbe omo fun mi, I'm not a womanizer. They said this song that he released in 2020, that he was referring to Wunmi as at that time. That's Naira lo gbe omo fun mi. That's Naira Marley was the one that introduced this girl to him. Remember, they've known each other before. But they met, they reconnected again. So they are saying that Mohbad was talking about this particular Wunmi, that Naira lo gbe omo fun òun, meaning that Oloshoni òun pàdé embe. To me, I believe that the song he sang was not about Wunmi. I just want to believe that. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Wunmi náà ló kọ nígbà yẹn for. Remember, they were together. They never knew they were going to get married or whatever. So I don't know. I won't talk about that. But for me, I believe most of their songs are fictions. They are just content to make you dance in a party. Anyways, I'm not Wunmi's spokesperson, so I'm just looking at probability of the song not being referred to her. In this song, referencing how Mohbad reconnected with Wunmi at Marley's. Mohbad met the lady Wunmi there at Marley's music, but they had known each other from Okeletu. Even though the lady was a student then, that's the father Aloba disclosed to reporter. The Lagos State Command has commenced an investigation to unravel the circumstances leading to the artist's death. Like we said, but while we are just talking, the police are doing their investigation. They have their autopsy results. They are working on it. So let us all keep our fingers crossed and hope that we get the right justice. Meanwhile, the coroner's inquest into the death of Mohbad has fixed October 13, 2023 for witnesses to appear before it. Attorney Wunmi Falana, who represented Mohbad's family alongside other lawyers, has closed doors proceeding to discuss the modalities for hearing of evidence. Speaking to the journalists after the proceeding, Falana said, "What we did today was to decide how and when the procedures will go on and all that." So now let's get one fact right. The family has hired the Falanas to take over the case. We know San, how good he is. He was the one that helped us with late Timothy Adegoke, his case. The same Falana is the one that is in charge of this case, which I have 100% believe on, confidence on, because I know he will thoroughly do his bits. For us all asking for DNA tests, I still stand by it that, okay, if it comes out that that baby belongs to Mohbad, what happens? How are you guys going to feel about it? Or even Mohbad, if that comes out as negative, what is the essence of it? I don't know. I'm just trying to guess. Baba now coming out to grant this interview, does it mean that it's going to ask for DNA tests at the end of the day? Because like we said, he and the whole family are the only ones that can ask for the DNA test. No. So now we are now seeing another twist that Baba might decide to ask for DNA tests. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But please, let's allow this guy's soul to rest in peace. The noise is too much. The basgos is too much on his family. Let's think about that child. Forget about Wunmi. She brought that boy to the world. Mohbad brought that boy to the world. Let's give that boy love that the father lacked. That's all they need now. Not the castigation, not the DNA cry, not this, not that. I really want to believe that Mohbad's dad will have a place in his heart to forgive his son, because I guess he's got grudges against his son. If not, he will not continue to grant interview day by day. And I hope he doesn't burn the bridge of that friendship between himself and Mohbad's wife. Because, of course, he spent so much money raising that child alone, raising his son alone. But he might lose out at the end of the day, the way he's going. He needs to take it easy. The Lord will see him through. I know it's not easy. It's painful. He's going through interrogation himself with all others, believe me. So he's got a lot going on his mind too. But he has to take it easy. That's for Mohbad's dad. The CEO of Ladies Be World, you're welcome, ma'am. The CEO of African Television. I don't know that man. In fact, I've never heard about his television. I don't know anything about it, for those that knows him. But he seems to be so much interested in this family. I wonder if he was so interested when this Mohbad was alive. I wonder if Mohbad's music were being played in his TV station when Mohbad was alive. What promotion was he giving to Mohbad? He's all over the internet asking. He was one of those that asked for DNA tests. He said he was going to give Wunmi 10 million naira if the DNA test comes out positive. I just wonder what relationship, what is he trying to gain? Is it all about clout chasing so that people will know that he lives, that he exists? Was he ever there for him? If you have a television station and you don't promote an artist, even when he was going through his hard time, now that he's dead, you are one of those that are clamoring for DNA test of his child. Today I saw another video of his, after the DNA, buhaha and all that. I saw another video of him saying, let's listen together. He's asking that Iyabo Ojo and all others that are in charge of this should not go and bury that boy horridly. That he is interested in ensuring that they give him a befitting burial. That this guy is an international boy. So, he needs to, let me get it out, please. Sorry. Now. Okay, this is it. Can we listen to it together? Oh, no.
My country people.
Let me call him.
Mohbad is gone.
Hold on, please.
We don't have any answers.
That is the man talking. But before then, let me just quickly make a call, please. Sorry, all. Please, I just wanted to make this call. The guy's just been there, bringing out one thing or the other, and then you start wondering why, Oh, no. Sorry, all, please. I'm calling you. Pick up the call. I'm using this to do the video. Anyways, let me quickly go on. Let's hear this man. You heard him saying, this is the man that owns African Television.
People, Mohbad is gone. And don't have any answers yet. The autopsy will take a little bit of time for full disclosure. What we are looking for is the arrest and conviction of the people or persons involved in this demise. Mohbad cannot be gone for nothing, like Fela said, you die for nothing. A lot of Nigerians have been going for nothing under different circumstances.
We know
that. It is
that.
time that we stop this.
We know, and that's why we are working on it.
Television and our partners, we're offering a reward. We're offering a reward of 50 million naira for the capture, conviction of the perpetrators. If you know anybody that has a hand in this demise, we encourage you to come out and speak up. Don't be afraid. We have partners internationally that will take you abroad and make sure that you're safe. Plus 50 million naira for giving us the real evidence, the real truth.
The real truth
that leads to police conviction. We're going to be working with the authorities to make sure that this matter does not die. Justice for Mohbad is justice for our children.
Yeah, that's
our
all.
Children should not be afraid to enter and go into the music or entertainment industry because they're afraid that they'll be bullied or they'll be killed or they'll be silenced. We need justice for our children, justice for the continent, justice for Africa, justice for Mohbad. We need to begin to speak up and make sure that we expose evil perpetrators. So please, the gate man, the driver, the housekeeper, the friend, the taxi driver, anyone with information should please come up. We have partnered with an international DNA center in Belgium where they have agreed to conduct the DNA test for free. And we are prepared to bring forensic experts from abroad into Nigeria to conduct a clear autopsy. Because under these circumstances, a lot of people are afraid that they don't trust the Nigerian police or the forensic or the DNA. The Nigerian police will do their DNA, they'll do their job the way they best know how to do, and we are also partnering with them to bring experts that will make sure that the name of the Nigerian police is credible. We want to take away the darkness surrounding the Nigerian police and the Nigerian community. So African television is offering 50 million naira. Our partners have been sending money that we didn't even ask for. I can show you emails from all over the world, even in Zimbabwe, South Africa. People that are non-Nigerians, white people, are crying out for justice. So we owe it to our children, to our country, that every aspect of this investigation is transparent. For this reason, our partners are now raising 50 million naira for justice for Mohbad. Let us get these people out. Don't be afraid. They can't hurt you. Speak up. Send us the information. We pass it on to the police. Under proper investigation, your identity will be kept anonymous. You will be removed to a safe country, to a very safe country, where you don't have to be afraid or worry about the people that are perpetrating this evil. We guarantee you we will protect your identity.
That is one of his own that he said. There was one he said, he has asked, oh gosh, I just saw it now. He has asked for open letter.
This is an open letter to...
Before that open letter, let's talk about this one he said. Of course, people have been saying they don't trust Nigerian police. I have my trust in them. Reason being that they know this is an high-class, high-profile case and they will not want to mess up with it. And then if we don't have that so much trust in them, why did we allow them to go and assume his body if we don't trust them? Let's give them this benefit of doubt and let's stop all this. I don't trust Nigerian police. I don't trust Nigerian police. It's all bullshit. Let's wait. We are not the police. We are doing their job for them already. It's us that we say, have you checked this? Have you checked that? As if they are dumb, as if they don't know what they're doing. You know, you don't do that. It's like somebody coming to my office to teach me my job. I'll tell you to please have a seat and I'll coach you about my job. So you don't go and start teaching people how to do their job. We appreciate the fact that he said, yeah, they have people that can support them to do another autopsy just to, you know, ensure that what the Nigerian police has given us is right. I'm not objecting to that. If they want to, they can go ahead. But the another one is talking about, you can hear him still talk about DNA test. DNA test for another person's child. The CEO of CEO of African television, have you done DNA for all your children? Sir, I will advise you do that. Maybe because you are skeptical about your own children, you have doubt about their paternity. Maybe that is why you're asking for DNA test for another person's children. Please message to the CEO of African Television or whatever he calls himself. Please, sir, I will advise that you do a proper DNA test for all the children brought to you by your wife. I think I'm suspecting your wife too. Yes, sir. You are doing well by wanting to offer money. You said you were going to offer 10 million to Wunmi. Please, sir, keep that 10 million for the hungry children in our society. A lot of children are out there. You all are chasing clouds on Mohbad's death. There are 1,001 children out there hungry. Go and use that 10 million naira that you want to give on DNA, paternity, whatever. Go and use it to lift some families up. I'm sure you can't count 1, 2, 3 people that you have helped. But if you have been doing that charity work, bravo. But for this particular one, that 10 million will go a long way. Nigerians are suffering. They barely can eat 3 square meals. Have you seen houses where people went to trenches to look at where people are living? Some of them are living on you can't even imagine somebody living in that environment, cooking in that environment. They need your help. Go to these places that people are hungry. Children cannot even go to school. Schools have no chairs. You can support them there. Mohbad's family has enough that will last that boy till he dies. So leave Mohbad for now. Go and look for people. Most of you do all these charities for people to see you. Honestly, charities that people will applaud you, to know you. All of you giving Mohbad's family money. Sincerely, I just believe that you just want to keep the most of you shake. Trying to offer 10 million naira for DNA test. Go and offer it to people that are hungry on the street of Lagos. 1,001,000 children are there, walking with their barefoot to school without school shoes. Some cannot even pay school fees. The little ones that are supposed to pay, they can't even pay it. They have increased the school fees of most universities. Go and help them out. Put a fund somewhere and be funding people that need it. Have you heard what position Mohbad's music is on the list and how much he's going to get for it? It's his wife and his child that will get it. It's that child that will get it. So please, sir, use your money wisely. Because I'm sure when that boy was alive, you never played his music on your program. I'm 100% sure. But now you are out there. You are the one doing open letter to Yabo Ojo and Tonto DK. Asking them not to quickly or hurriedly bury the boy. What else do you want to get from his body? Do you need his corpse to do something, sir? If everything has been concluded by the police and the family agrees that go and bury this boy and let him rest in peace, you are saying, no, please don't bury the boy yet. As if you have something to hide about the death. That you need something out of his body, near what? Why are you asking them to keep the corpse of a young 27-year-old boy? And you are asking, I know you want to give him befitting burial, but you're saying this is a boy that needs to be put in auditorium, museum. Kamalo wolo jojumo. Tobani kilode koni onso di mini god. Do we need all that for that boy? Let his soul go and rest. Once autopsy has been concluded, results out, and everyone is happy with it. What is your business about saying they have to bring him? Please listen to him.
Nigeria, Tonto DK, Yabo Ojo, those that are handling the autopsy and the burial of Mohbad, First, to Iyabo Ojo, Tonto DK, I applaud you and I thank you for the good job you're doing. But I must plead with you
not to bury that boy.
To not bury Mohbad in a haste.
In a haste. In a haste one.
When the police are done with the autopsy and the corpse released to the family, please do not rush to bury him like a common man. Mohbad represents the energy of the youth. Mohbad represents the pain, the dream, the torture, the anxiety,
we know all that,
and the exuberance of all our children. Mohbad was a legend. He deserves a burial, a viewing in places like Tafawa Balewa Square,
can you imagine?
Eagle Square. I know people will come from far and wide, internationally, to pay respect to this prophet, to this legend that walked on the surface of Nigeria. That is to Tonto DK, Iyabo Ojo. Please do not rush this. Give him the respect and respect the youth and the people that his life or his passing has touched. Now to the Inspector General of Police. Sir, with all due respect, your department dropped the ball. From the statement of one of your officers in a PR saying that the petition filed was not followed up because they thought the parties had settled, the department dropped the ball. I bring this issue because I don't want you to drop the ball again. I see a pattern that is going on that may anger the youth and the entire continent. This same pattern was what happened at the election. At 4 a.m., the election was announced. One of the primary suspects, and kudos to the police, whatever method was used to bring Sam Larry back into Nigeria, kudos to the police department, kudos to the Inspector General of Police, a good job. However, do not mar your good jobs with mistakes. When Seun Kuti was arrested, he was made to sit down in public like a common criminal. But you have a suspected murderer returning under the cover of the dark. We do not know if the actual person was Sam Larry. We have not seen any public statement with Sam Larry in custody. It's been approximately 24 hours since the alleged arrival. Mr. Inspector General of Police, practices like this will not pacify the populace, the youth. The youth are angered by NSAS. The youth are angered by the election. The youth are angered by being intimidated because they wear dreadlocks or they're driving a flashy car. And now one of them is gone so quickly, they demand transparency. I urge you to please allow African Television or any other party to conduct an independent autopsy. That is in the absence of a confession from the alleged parties. Before you close the file, before Mohbad is buried in a public viewing at Tafawa Balewa or Eagle Square, when you are done with your job, allow an independent autopsy that can corroborate whatever results you are pushing out. You need to gain the people's trust. You need to gain the youth's trust. This is the way to begin to show the youth and we fathers and mothers that the uniform that your boys are wearing, that uniform represents serving the people. This is a good opportunity for the police department to show transparency and gain the trust of the country.
Thank you, sir.
I'm only speaking as the voice of one crying out of the wilderness. When this is done, African television will embark on a fundraising 40 million naira to create a special police force, a police unit that can protect our youth in the entertainment industry. This is our proposal and our support from African television.
Thank you, sir.
To the Nigerian police.
Thank you, sir.
The youth must not go into the music industry afraid that they will be indoctrinated.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
Bullied, harassed.
No, we don't want that.
And to curb some of the perversion, smoking ecstasy, Colorado.
We don't want that.
We will open an opportunity.
Say no to drugs.
An open door where they can complain and have a friend in the police department that they can cry to in the event that they are being coerced into all of these evil things. Mr. Inspector General of Police.
Sir?
African television is on your side.
Yes.
African television wants a better police department for Nigeria.
We never even
you understand this.
We do.
Thank you.
Mr. CEO of African Television, you have said brilliant things here, about our children not being coerced into taking substances because of them to be high, just because they want to make music. Brilliant. Like on my program, it's about say no to substance misuse, say no to cultism, say no to grooming of our children. I still stand by it. But sir, you have said, like I said, you have done well. But asking them not to, I don't think Yabo Ojo, Tonto Dike, and all these people that are, fighting for this justice will be stupid enough to hurriedly bury that boy. Like she explained to us, Yabo Ojo, when they went for the casket, they said, they had to start getting all these things ready so that by the time the police releases his body, his corpse, and then the family decides that, okay, you can go and bury him, so that they will have everything ready for him. So that's what Yabo Ojo and others did, to ensure that they get everything prepared, so that if the police says, oh, next week come and take his corpse, we're done, they don't have to start running helter-skelter for them to get somewhere for him. So for that is that, okay? For you to say, okay, you want him to be laid in somewhere like Tafawa Balewa Square, Eagle Square, so that the whole world will come and see him when it's not Jesus. Do you understand? Let this boy go and rest. To me, my own opinion, we are all entitled to ours, You're just trying as much as possible to let people know about African television. I don't know if you're known before. I don't know. I don't live in Nigeria. Maybe that's why I don't know. You might be known. I'm sorry if I sound so too harsh. To me, I think it's cloud chasing. To me, you're using this Mohbad's case for people to recognize you and you want to be part of it. Maybe. And that's why you're offering so much money. Initially, you offered 10 million for DNA test. If the next one is you're going to raise fund for the Nigerian police so that our children can have a place to run to. Brilliant, sir. You can do that without us endangering other youths. You know what this one will bring? Please get this right. If this is allowed, that's putting him in Eagle Square or whatever square for people the whole world to come and see. You are trying another protest, don't let them do it. So the Nigerian police, that is the truth. Once everything has been sorted, once the autopsy result has been declared out to the whole world, once everyone is satisfied with whatever it is, please let them go and beg this guy in a quiet way. Let him go and rest. They are trying everything possible to bring NSAS case again. You saw the way he's talking about, that was what happened. That was what angered our youth. That was, please. And for Sam Larry and Naira Marley and whoever they are investigating, you talked about them parading Fela's son, Sheun, by sitting on the floor. Remember, if anybody cites Naira Marley or Sam Larry, walai won ni lori, they will lynch them. That is one thing I want Nigerians to know. They too have rights to be protected under the law. No matter what, they have not been found guilty as we talk, as we speak now. So they still need the protection of the police. Lives and properties protection is their main cause. So they still need that. That is why I'm sure they are not exposing everything about what they are investigating them on. We don't even know if Naira Marley has returned to the country. They have to be protected too. Because Nigerians are hungry. For real, Nigerians are hungry. And when they set their eyes on these people, Omo, it's not going to be funny. So they need to be protected too. Until we can establish the fact that they killed this boy. Without that, they need our protection too. Now, you are doing brilliantly well, sir. That 40 million that you want to raise for the Nigerian police, it is the duty of our government to ensure that the police is well equipped. So if they are not doing it, sir, please, can you raise that money for the less privileged in the country? The downtrodden. They need this money more than anything. We are channeling our monies to wrong places. If God has answered you so much, help those people that need it. Let the Nigerian government do their duty as a country. The police should be funded by by the government, not individual, not Nigerian television. Because if you fund them, if you have any problem, they will back you up. Because you are the one funding them. No, we don't need individual or private entity to do that. Face those ones that really need it. To me, sir, my own opinion, I feel this boy should be allowed to go and rest once everything is concluded. On that is that. Let's go to the next one, which is about the failure. Today is Independence Day. Happy independence to Nigerians. But what are we congratulating ourselves on? On failures in so many aspects. Our educational system is gone, is finished. People are now coming abroad to study and then you're losing your professionals every day. They are being employed overseas. Your doctors are living every day because of the facility is not even there. The enabling environment is not there for them to practice. We are losing them day by day. Something happened about 3 days ago in Abuja. I think you've all watched it. Or most of you, if you have not watched it. Dotsun Odutayo, that's what got us here. The cops were protecting the rich because the rich were the ones giving them money. God bless you, Dotsun. The same thing they want to do now. Yeah, we want to be sponsoring the police so that they will not have a mouth when it comes to when you have a problem. That's what I feel, sir. Go and sit down. Now, this person in Abuja got into a bus. You know what they call one chance bus. Transportation. But before then, let's quickly, if you're living in Ikorodu, as is, Ikorodu, there is a good school that I will recommend for you. We all want good starts for our children. We know how the public school has turned to. The government is not spending money, like I told you, like we said. Okay, hold on. Like we said about schools, education is gone down because these people are sending their children to private schools abroad. They have totally neglected our educational system. It's gone. It's only those that can afford it, they'll send their children to good schools. This is one of the schools I want to recommend in Ikorodu. The school is called Hampton College and is in Itamaga, Baga, Elepe, Ginti, and Bodu area. If you're living in those areas, Itamaga, Baga, Elegbe, Ginti, and Bodu areas. If you're living in that area, please call 091-2133-4027. Hampton College, their email is hamptoncollege1@gmail.com. Call them, please. It's a very, very good school that we recommend for you. Let's go ahead and talk before we talk about the school. But like I said, call 091-2133-4027. They've got everything you need there. The science lab, the art class, everything that you want to think about. You want to give your child a good start in life. Hampton College is very good. Now, Kolapo Ishola said, Nigerian government are running cultism. Whenever a criminal who is part of them is arrested or commits crime, nothing will come out of it. Yes, and that is why we don't encourage anything. I do understand you, and for people asking for second opinion on their autopsy, I do not say no to that. Yeah, but we have to do it the proper way. If the general public is asking for second opinion on their autopsy results, yeah, fine. If they are doing the inquest, sorry, late for Gani. The Falano firm, they are not stupid. Once they are not satisfied with that, they are not going to take it on. They are going to ask for second opinion on DNA test. Sorry, not DNA, autopsy results. So let's wait and let them do the job. I'm really, really confident on that because of the capable hands that are doing that case with them. So, sincerely, we know that most of all our things are gone in Nigeria. Educational system, health system, we're losing professionals, we're losing our students, a lot of things are happening. We're losing good brains in Nigeria. Now, something happened in Abuja yesterday. We know most hospitals in Nigeria, once you get there, emergency, they will tell you go and bring police reports. This has been happening for a very long time in Nigeria, and nobody has addressed it. It's so unfortunate. This young person was pushed out of, what they call one chance bus in Nigeria. You go and take a bus and then you think there are people that are sitting there. You won't know that they are thieves. They are robbers. So they will rob everything you have on you and push you out. So obviously this person unfortunately, a lady got into one of these buses and she was robbed in her belongings were taken. They said, I think they shot her or pushed her. They are flagging this way now. So not in my house. You know, so that flag. They pushed her out of the bus, and she was helped by passerbys, took her to the hospital, Matama, in Abuja. On getting there, they asked for they requested for police report before somebody dying can be attended to. This is part of what we are saying. We are abroad. You people, you come abroad, you see everything. You can bring your children here, you can bring, but you're not taking on board all the things they do here. I've never seen where somebody is being rushed to an hospital and first thing they will ask is, give me your police report before I take care of you. First aid, nothing was given to that lady and she died unfortunately. This is part of what we are saying. Our medical facilities needs to be looked into. The policies guiding hospitals should be looked into. Because no matter who that person is, even if that person is a thief, they bring that person to your hospital. First and foremost, give them the first aid to revive them. Then you can start your investigation from there. Most private hospitals, we ask you, go and bring 500,000 before we start the treatment. Public hospital will ask for police reports. Public hospital will ask for money. Let's hear this and then we can think about how can we change the narratives in Nigeria. The thing is getting so bad that people feel they have failed us. We are 63 today. 63 years old in Nigeria, and we are still battling the case of Kilamashi in Nigeria. It's so unfortunate. I don't want to show the picture of the paid lady.
This lady was just pushed down from a vehicle between Metama Kuba Express, the road going towards Use Bega. She was pushed down by all this one chance.
One chance.
And this is what we've been talking about. Please, let's be careful. She was pushed down from one chance vehicle. You can hear me. I'm reporting live on CNN News Headquarters here in Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother reporting for CNN News Network. We are just in Metama General Hospital. Fortunately, we called one of the nurses we just met here. She said they cannot attend to her. They have their reason. This is what we've been talking about for the past few weeks. How our hospitals are dying on daily basis. Instead of them to quickly rush this woman and save her life, they are saying there are procedure and process, and they just lock their gates.
Can you imagine? They showed us.
What is happening here now in Use General Hospital, Metama General Hospital.
You can imagine, in an hospital, you locked a patient out, a dying patient. What kind of a policy can you be running in that country? You're losing lives daily. I believe the medical practitioners, I think the first thing is empathy, sympathy, and all that. Where is that in your profession? Those are the values we know you for. You save lives. But most of you are now needing money now for the private ones. For the public hospitals, asking for police report for what? Police report for what? You saw a lot of people that helped that person. That woman would have been saved if she was attended to immediately. But you failed us again. We are 63 today. We are still going to electoral tribunal at 63. We are not getting it right. We can't do a proper election and come out well. We must go to tribunal. We are 63 today. All our schools are dilapidated. All of them. No books, nothing. I remember when I was in primary school, we used to have food, dinner. You know, when it's lunchtime, they will cook rice. I went to Holy Trinity Primary School is Aliku. I went to Holy Trinity Primary School. They will cook rice for us, jollof rice, and to be my life. They will cook rice. Everything. Jollof rice. We'll put granite, we cut fruits, banana. We were eating good food being provided by the government. Where are all these things gone? One fair. When we're in primary school. We have the money in Nigeria. Promoting low, misappropriation, corruption. We had primary school, we had books being given to us in schools. My primary school, we have exercise books that they will give to you once you come in. Where are those things? They are all gone. It's a bar, school, educational system. You go to schools now, children need to bring their chairs and tables to schools. Nowhere to sit down. How do you enable them to even have that education? You failed us. Medical facilities are not there. Our hospitals are their shadows of themselves. You go to the public hospitals that we work in here and we still complain. You go in there and they ask you to buy your injection, they ask you to buy your medication, they ask you to buy your gloves, they ask you to buy your injections. So what is free health that you're giving to your to your citizens? Nothing is free. Some will need to bribe so that they will have a space, they will have a place, they will have a bed to sleep on in a public hospital. They will have to pay to bribe their way in to get physicians to see them. That is on our medical one. Our lecturers are there every day, going on strike. Students will be home for 2 years, a year. And you say we are 63 today. Nibola and Loni, Nigeria. You're talking about electricity. Where have you not failed us? Where have you not failed us? No, you can never have 24 hours electricity. Nibolet Ferry, Emma Queenie. One street we have today, next one is another street. Nibolet Ferry. The same thing. The security is zero. Lots of people, they are still talking of abduction. They are still stealing people for money. They abduct you, they ask for money. Kidnapping is on the rise again. Where are we? We are 63 today. Wani Olomagi adagba oshi. Nigeria adagba oshi senior. We are not getting better. The government cannot guarantee our security. How can you bring an investment to a country where things are not working? We are preoccupied now with tribunals that even the government, the president cannot even concentrate now because he needs to retain his seat. So all his head will be on, Bao Moshima retain seat, you are in the tribunal. Atiku is still fighting me, Ubi is still fighting me. How long are we going to continue like that? How can he even do his job when he doesn't even know the future of his stay? Because all he has on his head is forgery, malpractices, fake Kinikan, it's not Bola Ahmed Tinubu, fake identity and all that. It's still there. They have given Atiku go ahead to the university. They said, oh, you have to print everything that has to do with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are still on it. So the president himself is preoccupied with that. How are we going to move forward in Nigeria? We've got a long way to go. 63 like toddler. We're still struggling when we have the resources. I can't count what we produce in Nigeria. Most of us, we rely on importation in Nigeria. What are we exporting? But we're good at importation. We've got a long way to go. They are saying they did, what do you call it? Subsidy removal or something. Now, the same you guys, dollar is rising daily. No plans for you before you remove the subsidy. Daily, because we are importing the petroleum we use. The moment dollar rises, the moment the price goes up. Well, land is gone up again. Because dollar is not coming down, it's going up. Our refineries, we have 4. None has been put back to shape. They are still there. They say they are working on it. Even Dangote's own that is private is not yet ready. So importation is still on the rise. Surely people will still continue to suffer. A lot of people do not go out with their cars again. They have packed their cars because they cannot afford the cost of petroleum. You cannot fuel your car. We are 63 today. 4 refineries gone. None has been able to come up. But we are quick to pay people like Dokubo and all those ones, Tombolo, to protect your oil. Use your money wisely. Get our refineries back. That's what we need. You're saying you're giving palliatives. How many people have really gotten that? I tell you for free. A lot of families have said they don't even know what you are talking about when you talk of palliative. Where did they get it from? People I want to very palliative. I want more job. That's what they're saying. Do we know the government that will get palliative? It's those that are close to them are getting the palliative, according to them. So what are we talking about? Ellen give palliative. Those ones that even got it, they said one dirika, cup of dirika, le male from when you, a whole street will have to share. We'll have to share a bag of rice. A whole street, be a whole constituency. Maybe in a home where we have 6 families, it's only 1 cup of agolo miliki that they will get. We are 63. We've got a long way to go. Honestly. I pray that we get it right. Sincerely. If Tinubu was really ready and he knew what he was coming for, the removal of subsidy, it should have made an alternative arrangement. People are really, really suffering. Nigerians will call you, go into your inboxes. You weep. How many people would you help? How many? And you have some people coming. That's why I said, this African television man, please help people. They need your money. This one you want to raise money for. Go and raise money for the downtrodden. They need you more. Raise money for people living in the slums. They need you more. We all have cloud chasing about Mohbad. No. Raise voices for the living now. They need our voices. Like that lady that died in Abuja. The government should compensate the family. She's gone. She would have been alive if the hospital took her in immediately and did the right thing. But she's gone now. She might be the breadwinner of the family. So because she's gone. Let's do it right. May God see us through. I love you all. Thank you for coming on board. Please help us to share. Say no to substance misuse. Say no to cultism. It leads you to nothing but destruction. Drug abuse leads to nothing but destruction. You get addicted, and at the end of the day, your life is wasted. Let our youths know that kolos, whatever is not it, is a temporary thing that gives them that unnecessary eye candy. But at the end of the day, it brings them down. It destroys them. It destroys them. Let our music industry, entertainment industry know the facts and stand by it. I know people have been saying, yeah, Tonto Dike has been on drugs. Maybe, I don't know, the former husband accused her of that. But if she has come out clean, gone to rehab or took care of herself, and she's coming out because she knows the truth about drugs, the aftermath effect of it. Toyin Abraham did not lie. She came out clean. That, look, I knew what I went through when I was on drugs. So she has come out to say, yeah, I'm clean, I'm clean. The society should just leave the stigma and let people come out clean. I wish us all the best. Thank you very much. If we hear any Eke again, we'll come and do the, informal Eke. But this one, I just made it as official as I can. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Don't forget, go to Hampton College in Ikorodu for your children. They need the good starts. Start your children with good education. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye-bye.